It's 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning in Mexico City. Probably the only time you can hear the birds louder than people. I don't yet know their names and their calls, but I think the sounds you are hearing are Inca doves. They're pretty popular. I'm on my way to be picked up by Ecotoura, a company which runs hikes out of Mexico City. There are about 8 of us on this trip to a national park called El Chico. We pick up more along the way.
Buenos días. Buenos días. Hola chicos, buenos días. Bienvenidos a Ecotoura. Mi nombre es Eve. Ella es Ale y Carlos. Hola chicos. Seremos sus guías del día de hoy.
That was the introduction to the guides. Ale, Carlos and Eve.
Vamos a hacer una parada ya en Pachuca para pasar a comprar nuestro lunch, que serán los pastes tradicionales de ahí de Pachuca.
And did you hear that? She said pasties, which you might think sound remarkably like the English word pasties. Well, that's what they are. We stopped at a small mining village on the way to El Chico. This mining community saw an influx of Cornish workers in the 19th century. We all love our home comforts, and the Cornish brought with them that iconic snack. Over the years, it has, of course, been made Mexican. The traditional beef and potato is now spicy. Today I went for mole verde, chicken in green salsa and a sweet option, pineapple. That's us leaving. Eve says we're about an hour and a half away from our destination. It's not relevant, but I did see a donkey on the way out of the village. When we get to El Chico, we park up and distribute batons and water to begin the walk. I had not clocked the 6-year-old, happy birthday Diego, who was with us, and so the pace for me was slow enough that I was feeling homicidal. But luckily, one of our guides, Ale, is a biologist and had a lot to tell us about trees, lichen, and, well, animal droppings.
Aquí están los líquenes, que igual son reservorios de agua, y ahorita si podemos ver ahorita estamos en época de secas, caliente.
Ali is explaining that the lichens are dried up and crunchy, probably because at this point in time, Mexico City and the state are going through a heat wave. It was more than 30 degrees for my first few weeks in town. We continue walking through the park, and I ask our lead guide Eve about where to buy maps so I can come back here alone, but she advises me not to. That's a common refrain here. Don't go by yourself. And today, this is why. We're walking on the outskirts of a ranch house and we're surrounded by guard dogs. They're pretty ferocious, not quite blocking our paths, but clearly there to keep us at bay. Our guides assure us that they're on good terms with the ranch owner, but still hurry us onwards. We have 2 miradors, or viewpoints, on the trip. These are huge expanses of rock which we scramble up in order to get a view of the park. Ale, the biologist from earlier, tells us about the maguey plant. It rises out of the ground like a huge aloe vera and is used to make the Mexican fermented drink, pulque. We also meet a cowboy out on patrol with the best trained horse I have ever met. After playing around on tirolesas, that's Spanish for zip wires, we head back towards Mexico City. After stopping in Mineral del Monte for a bite to eat, and that is when the heavens open.
Sí, vas a pedir un saco.
Sí.
Ajá, y una copa de vino de la casa.
Creo que hay que elegir entre chorizo, arranchera o pastor. Así que si voy por la arranchera puedo probarla. Sí, está muy bien.
That's me with my awkward sounding Spanish. A father and daughter have invited me to dine with them. The dad says he only knows 2 words in English: red wine. And now it's time for a 3-hour drive back to Mexico City. It's hard to grasp at times the sheer size of this country.
I did try and record me leaving the van, and I had the recorder on, but for whatever reason it chose not to, so this is me walking back to my flat. After, actually, quite a fun day out in the woods. Very easy walk, very slow, and I definitely feel like I would like to go back to that national park again I think some discoveries can be made. And yeah, also some places to camp, which is marvellous. So yeah, I'll see you all soon.